William Strauss and Neil Howe's The Fourth Turning, What the Cycles of History Tell Us About America's Next Rendezvous with Destiny, is a landmark work of historical theory and social prophecy. First published in 1997, it introduced the generational cycle framework that has since become a widely discussed lens for interpreting American history and anticipating future crises. The book argues that history moves in recurring cycles of approximately 80–100 years, divided into 4 turnings, each lasting about 2 decades. These turnings, high, awakening, unraveling, and crisis, repeat in sequence, shaping the destiny of nations. The book begins by explaining the concept of generational archetypes. Strauss and Howe identify 4 recurring types: prophets, nomads, heroes, and artists, each born during a different turning and shaped by the social environment of their youth. These archetypes repeat in a fixed order, influencing cultural values, political dynamics, and institutional structures. The interplay of these generations creates predictable rhythms in history. Strauss and Howe situate America's past within this framework. They trace cycles from the colonial era through the Revolution, the Civil War, the Great Depression/World War II, and into the late 20th century. Each fourth turning, they argue, has been a time of crisis that reshaped the nation. The Revolution created independence, the Civil War redefined unity, and the Depression/World War II era rebuilt institutions. These crises were painful but ultimately transformative, producing renewal and new national identities. The narrative emphasizes that America was entering a new fourth turning in the late 1990s. Strauss and Howe predicted that around the mid-2000s, the nation would face a period of upheaval marked by economic instability, political polarization, and cultural fragmentation. They warned that this crisis would continue into the 2020s and 2030s, culminating in a resolution that would redefine institutions and values for decades to come. A central theme of the book is inevitability. Strauss and Howe insist that crises are not anomalies but essential stages in the cycle of history. They expose weaknesses, force adaptation, and create opportunities for renewal. The authors emphasize that while the outcome is uncertain, the process is predictable. Societies must endure hardship before achieving transformation. Stylistically, Strauss and Howe write with authority and clarity. Their prose blends historical detail with analytical rigor, making complex theories accessible to general readers. They avoid sensationalism, grounding their arguments in data, precedent, and generational analysis. Their tone is sober yet hopeful, reminding readers that crises, though painful, often lead to rebirth. The climax of the book lies in its vision of America's next rendezvous with destiny. Strauss and Howe predict that the fourth turning will end with the emergence of new institutions, stronger civic values, and a redefined sense of national purpose. Yet they warn that the path will be difficult, requiring sacrifice, resilience, and leadership. The resolution is not guaranteed. Societies can fail as well as succeed, but history suggests that renewal is possible. In Resolution, the fourth turning affirms the author's central thesis. History moves in cycles, and America is living through a pivotal one. Their book is both a warning and a guide, urging readers to prepare for upheaval while holding on to hope for renewal. For readers, the book is both challenging and enlightening. It provides a framework for understanding current affairs, situates them within historical patterns, and offers insight into the future. Whether you are interested in history, politics, or cultural analysis, Strauss and Howe's work remains essential.